sparkly friends, welcome back. Last time I left you, we had just finished all of the holiday baking, and I'm still happy that it's done and that it turned out to be delicious, by the way. So I also had mentioned that I was getting ready for our staff party and that we would be doing a little bit of a take on holiday hosting. So I know not everyone likes to host. It can be daunting, it can be stressful to people, it costs money, it takes creativity, and then you start to think, like, are people going to judge my house? Is it going to be clean? Am I going to have the right food? What if I don't have enough drinks? All these things start to like weigh in your mind, and you know what, it doesn't have to be over the top. If you invite people over to celebrate with some holiday cheer, then they should be happy that they got invited and that you want to celebrate with them. So tonight is our staff party, and then on Christmas Eve I host dinner at my house, and this year I'm helping my mom with a bunch of the behind the scenes kind of stuff. She's hosting Christmas Day, so I'm planning I helped her plan her menu, I planned some games for her, different things like that. So I guess it's 2.5 events that I host this year, and I get to go to a few too, so I gotta think about the holiday outfits, but again, that's another day. So let's talk about hosting. First thing that you think about when you host is, what are you going to feed people? People like to eat and drink, and that's why they most of the time come. So if you're hosting, be sure to specify, is it dinner or is it snacks, hors d'oeuvres, appetizers? If you tell people it's dinner and then they come and all you have is cheese and crackers and some chips, they will be a little upset. They won't necessarily hate you, but they'll be wondering, like, I should have had dinner before I came. If you specify that it's appetizers or hors d'oeuvres, don't serve this big turkey dinner and then wonder why no one's eating it. Probably because they ate supper earlier and they're full, right? So tonight for my staff party, we are having some appetizers. So we've got all of the baking, so much baking. And we've got cheese crackers and pickles, my favorite, and a vegetable pizza and some chips, chocolates, jujubes and jelly beans. So lots of things that are easy to grab and snack on. Oh, fruit tray. So it's very, very easy to snack on while we get into the fun stuff, which is playing games. So the office party is sometimes different than the family party, right? Family, you know each other. You've seen each other's birthday pictures and you've been there when they were this big and this big. Like, your family is cool like that. You can talk about anything. Work parties, you don't always know everybody. This year we're inviting spouses or significant others. So we've got all of our teachers and choreographers as well as their significant others. So not everybody has met. So I like to do games to help people kind of just get to know each other. It's like a tension breaker, it gives people a chance to laugh. We always play holiday bingo, which is like, it's bingo. It's bingo, but instead of having like B14 or whatever the numbers are, you have a Christmas stocking, you have Santa Claus, and you're just trying to do bingo that way. So that's always a fun one. We also have, I'm just going to come over here. This year I'm doing the Christmas honor roll. So it's got everyone's names on it who's going to be in attendance. And I have a list of 25 things that they have to answer. So who's wearing Christmas socks? Whose cell phone has a Christmas ringtone or a screensaver that's Christmas? And all these different things that kind of tie into Christmas. You get a point for all of that. And then the winner gets to pick a prize. Check it out of my prize basket. And they're all just little things, right? So there's like little hand sanitizers and chocolate. And what else do we have in there? I can't even remember now. Ornaments. By the time this goes up, I promise my staff will have already had their party, so this won't be a spoiler. But there's lots of fun little things in there that they can win. We're also playing a super fun one this year, and it is called the 12 Days of Christmas, and it's based on a song. And inside, I have these little bags, and inside the bags are a bunch of different things, and they have to make the 12 days of Christmas out of it. So day one, what is day one? They have to find the items in there that match day one, going all through the 12 days of Christmas. I have put a dance spin on it. So for stuff like Lords of Leaping, I've used dance words for leaps so that it could tie into our dance theme. And of course, like I said, Christmas bingo. Gotta love that. So we're just playing some simple games. And then we're doing a gift exchange. So I've got my gift exchange presents back here, mine and Nathan's. And what it's going to do this year, instead of drawing names and picking, everyone's bringing a gift. And then we're going to roll the dice. And each person gets a chance to roll the dice. And each number that comes up on the dice has a different instruction. Everybody pass your gift to the right. The person who rolled the dice pass the gift to the person across from you. So as we get through everybody's turn to roll the dice, the goal is that everyone ends up with a gift that's not theirs. If not, we'll have to do a couple extra rounds. But then you get to open your present after that. So it's fun, it's interactive. No one's just sitting there going, so it snowed. What do you do for work? Right? Those are always like, they feel awkward, they feel forced. This we get to laugh and joke and have fun. The teams, I did pre-make the teams using one of those randomized, computer randomizer things, and it actually randomized it super well, so no one's with their significant other. There's a good space of male, female on each team, so it should be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for that. Keeping it simple, it's a chance to unwind with my staff and have a good time with them, and I really hope they enjoy it. Christmas Eve we do games too. We do lots of games. Games are fun. Christmas Day we do games also. So we've got tons of games planned, but I don't want to spoil them. I don't know if my family's watching these. I don't want to give you guys any hints, my friends. No hints. We're very competitive as a family. The other thing I want you guys to remember is as you're hosting or as you're attending something that someone's invited you to, your host, no matter how big or small, has put a lot of effort in to making something happen where you can show up and have fun with them. So if you had hoped to have your steak, maybe they invited you for a steak dinner and you wanted your steak medium rare and it's a little bit more medium, don't hate them. That's mean. They invited you over. They're making steak for however many people they invited over to celebrate the holidays. Maybe you wanted a Apothic Red as the wine and they had Copper Moon. Don't be mad at them. They gave you wine. Come on, people. Be a gracious attendee. As a host, remember, you're hosting within your own means, right? And I'm a wine drinker. I'm going to throw this out there. I like wine. I also understand that if I'm going to a fancy restaurant and ordering a fancy glass of wine, that's what I'm getting myself. If I'm going somewhere and the only option is one style of house wine and I want a glass of wine, I'm drinking my one style of house wine, right? So if I go to someone's house and they have one style of house wine, literally, I'm just so grateful that they offered me a glass of wine and I get to sit there and drink it over the holiday season and celebrate with them. So don't worry about other people's judgment. If your house is not perfectly clean, it's okay. Probably no one's is. Like, I don't even know what's behind me right now. My gym bag, my to-do list is on the table. Cat toys for sure. A new blind that I still have to put up. Those things are all just spread out, whatever. And if someone came over right now, I'd offer them a cup of coffee, right? Nobody's house is perfect. Maybe your house needs some repairs. We have a thing in our ceiling that we have to fix. I don't care, whatever, judge me. If you're gonna judge me because I didn't climb up on a ladder on Christmas Eve to fix my roof, that doesn't really, it's not pressing. Like, it'd be different if my roof was leaking, I get it. But this is just, it just needs to have a little bit of work done to it. It's not a rush. I could do it in spring, we'll all be fine. And so don't worry about those little things. Maybe your menu, don't stress about your menu. What do you like and what can you prepare, right? What do you have the time to? What do you have the budget for? And just make sure you let everyone know it's appetizers versus dinner, or it's dessert and coffee, not a full-blown, big old serving crew bringing you hors d'oeuvres on a silver platter, whatever it is. Let people know if you're doing any type of gift exchanges, right? So I have let my staff know everybody's bringing a gift. I do too also, because you never know, in my little prize container. What's up, prize container? I do have a couple in case someone forgot, right? Sometimes you forget and you go, oh my gosh, I can't drive home and get it. You know what, that is okay. I have backups. I always have a backup, and I have a backup to back up. It's fine. So hosting can be a lot of fun. It also shouldn't be very, very stressful. So my tips are, stick with your budget. Don't worry about what others think of you. Plan ahead and host within your means. And that just doesn't mean your budgetary means. That's in your mental state means. Maybe you've got a lot on the go, but you still want to have people over. Drinks and appies. Or make it a potluck. Potlucks are super fun, right? So there's lots of things that you can do to make the hosting less stressful and a lot more fun. Make it your own sparkle bit of style. So I like games, I like the presents, I like like to make it as festive and interactive as possible. I don't want people getting bored. I want people to have fun and talk about it like in April going, remember when we played bingo? Whatever it was that made them have a good time. So hosting, just enjoy yourself. Make sure that you're not doing so much that you can't stop and see your guests, right? You want to be able to stop and see your guests too. You've invited them over, probably because you want to see them. Well, hello. Hi. You've invited them over because you want to see them. Maybe you have a pet who wants to see them, or a pet who has to stay downstairs because she's not good with company. Yeah, that's you. So you've invited them over because you want to see them. So make sure you can prepare early, prepare minimally. You don't have to overdo it. Keep it simple, have fun, enjoy, and most importantly, remember that you gather together in the holidays to do that. Gather together. So enjoy those gatherings, everybody. Happy hosting!